Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to day number 2 of the Be the Hope series. I don't know about you guys, but the past 24 hours have really been a really hot mess of anxiety and joy combined for me, which is a really interesting combination. But it's kind of a way of life recently, so much joy and so much anxiety at once. But I took a lot of comfort in the readings for today, especially the first reading. In our first reading for today, Isaiah says, the Lord says, I am about to create new heavens and a new earth. The things of the past shall not be remembered or come to mind. Instead, there shall always be rejoicing and happiness in what I create. There shall always be rejoicing and happiness in what I create. I mean, we hear this and we automatically think of our current situation here in the world right now. There's so much suffering, there's so much sadness, and it sounds so awesome that God can create so much joy and happiness out of that. But I think sometimes we forget that this creating also happens within us. It's not just the world as a whole. The Lord wants to create a new heart within each of us, and that's something that our gospel reminds us of. The gospel for today is about a man whose son was ill, and he was asking Jesus to come and heal him. And Jesus, from far off, he doesn't even have to go and see his son and touch his son, but from far off he just says, "You may go, your son will live." That Jesus can just speak those words from a distance and heal us, that is so comforting. I think today one thing that I'm going to reflect on a lot more, and I invite each of you to reflect on, is what do you want the Lord to create or recreate or heal in you? Not just in the world as a whole, but in you. How would you like him to recreate you, even from afar? You know, I'm here in our church. I'm here next to the holy water font with the tabernacle and the Eucharist in the background, and the Paschal candle here next to me, reminding us that we were recreated through the waters of baptism, and every time we receive the Eucharist, we receive that healing from Jesus. And even though we can't come and receive these sacraments in person, even though we can't necessarily be close to Jesus in the Eucharist physically, Jesus can recreate us. Jesus can heal us from a distance if we only ask. And sometimes he actually uses these situations like the ones we find ourselves in right now, these stressful and situations of suffering. He uses those to recreate us. He uses those to heal us. So my question for all of you today is, what do you want Jesus to create in you? What do you want him to heal in you? And I really encourage you all to, who are watching, to either comment with your answer to that so that we can hear your witness, or to create your own video as a reflection to share with those who are watching so that we can really be in this together. That's what this series is for. That's what this Be the Hope series is for. So I really encourage you, and I can't wait to hear from you, to hear your story and your reflections, and we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.